My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This is the only channel dedicated to UFC fight picks and DraftKings lineups run by MMA insiders and professional fighters. Every week, I join Dan Kramer and Nick Newell, two longtime professional fighters that have fought at the highest levels on the planet, as well as Jacob Lyons, a skinny kid from Indiana. So join us every single week for our full fight card breakdowns, our individual fight card breakdowns, our betting guide, and our DraftKings lineups. Next up at UFC Vegas 26, we have Amanda Ribas versus Angela Hill. This is a tricky fight. I mean, Jacob, your crush on Amanda Ribas is very interesting. Funny story for everybody out there. Dan trains an American Top Team. A couple of our other close friends, we won't say by name, also train an American Top Team. We're in a group chat. Jacob was joking around one day and said, "Hey, you want to give me Amanda Ribas's number?" And somebody sent it, and Jacob panicked, deleted the text trail, didn't know what to do with himself. So you had your shot. You didn't take it. But what are you doing in this fight? Who are you taking in this?
Look at his mind spinning right now.
First of all, we've had many Twitter conversations, so that's no big deal. We talk often, but I will say this is a what is it?
I did send him in a tailspin there, Dan, because he knows that story is 100% true. He had Amanda Ribas's phone number, did nothing with it, and then comes on the show like
his beard is changing a different shade of red.
Like a moon ring.
I'm still working on my Portuguese. Once I get my Portuguese correct, I'm working with Glover. My friend Glover's helping me out.
There's the quick way to Jacob. We all know that's right. You got to get your Portuguese going good before you make the full.
I do know. Hey, Amanda, Linda. I do know that. Linda. That means beautiful. Amanda, Linda. I know that.
I don't even think you're saying it right. I think it's Linda.
But I will say, so
actually, real quick, Dan, you know what's creepy about what just happened? His mother's name is Linda. So instead of saying Linda with an accent, he's just saying his mother's name over and over.
I think my mom is also beautiful. You don't think your mom is beautiful? I don't know. Maybe you don't maybe you disrespect your mom. Not me. Couldn't be me. But I will say, Amanda Ribas. This is one of those fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, because I'm going with Ribas. I think she should dominate this fight.
That makes no sense. She lost last time.
I thought you were going to hit him with the George Bush. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Yeah.
See, you can't fool me again.
You can't get fooled again. You can't get fooled again. But if she burns me here again, then Amanda, this is up to you. This is a big fight for you, Amanda, because if you burn me again, I might have to delete the conversations. I might unfollow. So this is on you, Amanda, to prove me right, because Angela Hill, we were very high on her going into the Ashley Yoder fight, and she didn't look great against Ashley Yoder. And Ashley Yoder is tough and is skilled everywhere, but I would have expected her, as on the trajectory that we talked about how she could have been on, to look a lot better than that. And Amanda, even though she got KO'd in her last fight, her losses are KO losses, which isn't good, but I don't think Angela Hill is going to KO her. And in her wins, she is so dominant. So I think she gets the control of Angela. She gets it to the ground and just does what she normally does in fights. So if she burns me again, that's on me, but I'm putting her in my lineup. This is one of those where I talked about earlier on about the Carlston Harris. And I thought, why don't I have Carlston Harris in my lineup for $8,600? Well, this is why I don't have Carlston Harris in my lineup. So if you don't feel good about Amanda, that's an option for $200 cheaper. We talked about that fight, so you can watch that fight breakdown. But I got to go with my girl, Amanda. I'm going to wish her good luck. But if she burns me again, Amanda, this could be it for us. So
I give the odds makers a lot of credit here, because I'm surprised they have Angela Hill as the underdog, because Angela Hill is like, if you listen to the UFC announcers and if you watch those broadcasts, she's like the greatest female fighter in the division right now. And she is very skilled. She has, a lot of upside. She's known for taking, like, those 9 losses, a bunch of split decisions, and almost all of them are fights she took on like 3 days notice. So there's a lot of asterisks and caveats in those losses. And you'll always hear people say she's better than her record, which she is. I agree with you, Jacob. Angela Hill, in her fight against Ashley Yoder, that was supposed to be like the one-sided beating of the century, and she did not look good. Angela Hill did not look good in that fight. Go back to my recap video where I talk about Angela Hill didn't look good, just didn't. And she was like 9,300, something obscene in that fight. But at $7,400, Angela Hill is much more attractive. So I took her at $7,400. She is in my lineup. I think the experience, the fight IQ, I think she has much less pressure on her than Amanda Ribas does. I think she's the better striker. I think where she lacks in this fight is the grappling, but Angela Hill has great takedown defense. So I think she can outstrike Amanda Ribas. I don't think she's going to knock her out. That's not her thing. But I think she can keep her at distance, touch her up, score a bunch of points, get a decision win. So I am going Angela Hill. I have her in my lineup. More or less line, I'm going less on Amanda Ribas, more on Angela Hill, and I'm very confident in that because even if Amanda Ribas wins, she's not landing more than 69 and a half significant strikes. That's not happening. Just not happening. She's going to
if she lands that many strikes, then she lost the fight because she's been on her back foot just trying to defend, And I agree that Angela Hill has got a decent shot. I am biased in Amanda, because that's my girl. But Angela Hill, when she fights, when she can control the pace, she's very, very good. That's why I think Amanda's going to get in her face and really throw the fight at her, and she's not going to be able to control that. But if Angela Hill can control the pace of this fight, then I think she will win. I agree, but I just think that Amanda's going to get in her face and do what she does.
Yeah, it's definitely a tougher fight to pick, but I'm going with experience. She has more ways to win, Angela Hill. Not more ways to win because she's only going to win by decision, but she has more tools in her bag where I don't think Amanda wins the stand-up. She just doesn't. So she's got to get it to the ground and win there. And Angela Hill's not easy to get to the ground, although she looked bad against Ashley Yoder. Ashley Yoder also had to get it to the ground to win and couldn't do that. So, Dan, what are your thoughts here? How do you see this going?
Yeah, I think this could potentially be a close fight, but I'll also say I feel like there's a lot of recency bias with Amanda Ribas. With her last loss, people are saying, oh, she didn't look that great. She was overrated. I can tell you she is very, very good. And prior to that fight, she was like on the fast track to being the next big thing in the division. She had a tough fight. She didn't look great, but I think she won the first round though, right? And she got in trouble in the second and she got beat. I can guarantee you she's going back and working to improve on what she did wrong her last fight and getting back on track. And she's a talented, skilled fighter. So striking, you're right. This is a tough matchup. Stylistically from a striking standpoint. Angela Hill is very athletic, hits hard, good feints, very active. Her takedown defense has been pretty good too in some fights, but spotty in others. But I just think Ribas is going to come back really looking to get that loss behind her. I think she's going to get it to the ground. I think she's going to dominate on the ground. And I think she's going to either get a submission or win. I don't know if she'll stop Angela Hill with ground and pound, but I think she's going to come out and win this fight. I think she's going to get the takedown she needs. I think she's going to be super motivated. And I think she's going to get back to where she was prior to her last fight. So
both of you going with Amanda Ribas?
Yeah, I'm going with Amanda Ribas. I'm trying to work her into my lineup, but 8,800.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and just the style it's going to take to win the fight. I don't know.
But she's one of those girls too that gets finishes, man. She's got 7 finishes out of her 10 wins.
She definitely has a sub that likely could happen. So I've got her in there right now, but I'm just playing around with some things because I just don't like the money I have left over and who's left. So I'm going to try to get her in my lineup if I can, but if not, I think she will win the fight. And yeah, I'm going to take a look at, more or less on strikes. I'm going to go under here. I think Ribas is going to get the takedowns. Yeah.
So you don't think Angela Hill throws or lands more than 48 significant strikes?
I said less.
Yeah, so I'm saying you don't think she lands more than 48?
I don't think so. I think Ribas is going to go in, get in the clinch, and take her down right out of the gates. I think there's a good chance she could get a sub. And honestly, if the fight goes the way I think it will go, I'm more worried about Ribas getting more than 69 and a half just from ground and pound and controlling. I think she's going to be very motivated to get this fight to the ground and dominate on top. So I don't know. It
I
may
mean,
not
if
be
that-
as easy as I think it could be, but I don't know. I think that's going to be her game plan. I think she's going to go out and try to prove a point.
That probably is her game plan. I'm just relying on Angela Hill's takedown defense, honestly. But you're right. I mean, it's possible. 69.5 is a lot, though. Like, that's a lot of, because if she takes her down and she's throwing significant strikes on the ground, 69.5 of them, that's enough room that lets Angela Hill scramble out.
Yeah, I'm going less. I mean,
yeah,
either way, but let's put it this way: if Hill goes over 47.5, that means she probably is winning the fight.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to go less.
I 100% agree with you there, except I do think Angela Hill wins the fight. So to your point, Dan, if you're going to play this monkey knife fight line, the question is if Angela Hill wins, you go more. If she loses, you go less. So, and if you want to play this line with free money, go to playmkf.com/wewantpicks and use promo code WWP with your first deposit, and they will instantly match up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you will have $200 5 seconds later. If you deposit $40, you will have $80 5 seconds later. Take that free money that they gave you, play this line, and see what happens.
Jacob has done it. He's got like 7 different burner accounts. So he got a free 100 every time. And then he tries to cash out right away. It hasn't worked yet, but one of these times he's going to get it.
He's going to sneak it past. Before you go, I just want to give a sincere thank you to all of our members and supporters. I just filmed a video like 2 hours ago, thanking all of you and walking through all the perks that you get for being a member, and new members signed up. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to thank you again and walk through those benefits very quickly. So specific thanks to Ansi Music, Chris Turano, David Ramon, Chris Chori, Donchichi, Jesse Correra, Lapuzza, Joe Todoro.
The live chat crew, the live stream.
Joe Todoro, Logan Garrick, Sweet Spot X, Aaron Reynolds, Brent Hinson, Jill Loads, Jordan Burgard.
That's Big Don, baby.
Jacob's
Big
buddy.
Don.
Big Don.
And Juan Valdez. Sincere thank you to all of you guys. We appreciate it. Anybody out there who is not a member, click the join button below. It supports us, and in return, we'll hook you up with a Dan Kramer UFC Tops card, as long as those last, and our members who compete in our
Flying like hotcakes.
And they're flying off the shelves. Nobody bought these things for 10 years, and now all of a sudden we're buying them up, giving them out to you. People have no idea what's
They're like
happening.
Pokemon cards.
The value is skyrocketing.
They're very popular all of a sudden again.
Because we're buying them all up. But any of our members who compete in our free DraftKings contest, you will win $30 if you win. If you are not a member, you can still win, but you will win $15. All right. Members get 30. Everybody else gets 15. Thank you so much. We're continuing to roll out new benefits. Members, when you're commenting on these videos, check out the emojis. You now have special emojis that only you can use. Thank you very much. It is genuinely appreciated. Thank you.